It's never a waste of time to make time for the truth. A moment spent listening and paying attention to the truth can change your life. So let's take a moment for the truth. Psalms 119:37 says, "Turn my eyes away from looking at what is worthless, and revive me in your ways." There's a common danger that's always receiving attention today. I'm talking about texting while driving. Now, you've heard the public service commercials and advisories. It says, the direction of that your eyes are looking is where your attention is connecting. And when traveling on a vehicle, it only takes seconds and then danger is possible. Well, the psalmist didn't have text messaging in mind when he wrote this verse. Nevertheless, the principle finds application. The focus of our attention determines our course. Now remember, in this section of Psalms, the writer has been asking for the Lord's assistance. He asked to be taught. He asked for understanding. He asked for direction in his heart's attention, and all of it to be on the Lord. And coming to this verse, he asks for continued assistance. Let's look at it. He begins by asking the Lord to turn his eyes from looking at what is worthless. I don't think it takes much descriptive comment that needs to be made here. We live in a sight and sound generation. Our eyes are continuously being bombarded. But the request here is specific. So what does he mean by saying what is worthless? Well, the first thought that comes to mind is the obvious one. It literally means empty. The worthless has no value. It has no weight. It's like cotton candy that is sweet for just a moment, but then it's quickly gone. It melts away. The world has always had, and certainly now has, plenty for us that is empty. It wouldn't take any of us much time to come up with things around us that want our attention, that in truth are worthless, empty. You would think that just the simple realization of wasted attention would be enough for any of us to choose to put aside misused attention on what in fact is empty. You would think. But we all know better. Today our attention span has shrunk to the point that serious considerations aren't often even on our radar screen. Perhaps it's always been that way. Perhaps that's why the writer asked for assistance in this matter. If you look carefully, you will see the contrast that the writer has put in place. He asked the Lord for assistance to turn his attention away from the empty and turn it towards God's ways. But to do this, he asked, "Revive me." Literally, he's asking that his focus on the ways of God be made alive. This is in contrast to the wasted attention on what provides no life at all. If I could reword it all, I'd say, "Lord, make alive in me your ways, the ways that give me life. Lord, turn me away from those things which suck the life out of me." This is a prayer that can be easily spoken in a time when so much wants to divert our focus on the empty. It only takes a moment to recognize the empty from the meaningful. Take such a moment. It will be a moment that will matter. Thanks for watching and listening to Truth Matters Moment. Also, don't forget to look for our weekly podcast called Truth Matters. It comes out every Wednesday. Catch you later.